Hey guys, good afternoon. It's the Cryptojarhead coming at you with a afternoon video. I am on daddy duty, so I'm going to try and get through this pretty quickly. But wanted to talk today. So real quick, Evo update. We have been dumped on again, which is fine by me. You know, I've always been very honest about people taking their profits. You know, I encourage you to do it. You know, some of these people that have sold, they're hoping that the account balance, you know, if they sold around 100 Ethereum, they might be waiting for like a 50 or 60 Ethereum to buy back in to get more tokens. Some people might have just taken their profit and moved on. You know, everyone is doing their strategy, and as long as they're taking profits, I am just fine with that. So, what do we do with these profits? Well, that's a question that really only you can answer. What I have started doing is I'm taking a portion of my profits and I'm putting them in the mining bots in Telegram. Now, these are not traditional mining bots. You know, you're not necessarily paying for hash power because they're not just mining. They're doing a combination of mining, arbitraging, and other stuff like that. But let's see. We'll start with the iCenter. So iCenter ETHbot, you know, it's the first one I started with because, you know, we're playing with Ethereum over in Evolution, so that's the easiest one for me to get into because I can just take my some of my profits directly and just send it on in there. So what this does is you get 1.4% of your investment daily for 99 days. And you're earning every 6 hours. So you get paid 4 times a day. You know, the minimum investment is 0.03 ETH. So you can start small, work your way up. You know, and of course, you can deposit as much as you want as long as it's over that. So Crypto Austin is the guy who turned me on to this. And he said that he started with a quarter ETH 2 months ago. And what he is doing is every time he has 0.03 ETH, the first 2 times he had it, he went ahead and reinvested that 0.03, and then every third time that he gets 0.03, he withdraws it. So he says that in the past 2 months, he has doubled the amount of Ethereum he started with, so now he's got just under half of an Ethereum in the investment pool, generating more Ethereum for him, as well as withdrawn about $100 in that same time. So, you know, he's already almost broke even while doubling the amount of Ethereum he has in this thing. So I think that sounds like a pretty fine strategy. I'm going to follow that exact strategy. So big shout out again to Crypto Austin for coming up with that, because if it ain't broke, why fix it? You know, now I know myself, and I'm probably going to spend a fair amount of time over the next few days analyzing this and running some numbers and seeing if that is indeed the most profitable course of action, which it may or may not be. You know, we'll see. And of course, just because we start with one strategy doesn't mean we have to absolutely stick to it. You know, we can be fluid like that, as they say in the core, semper gumby. So, you know, how does it work? Well, when you click on the link, and the links for all of these bots are going to be down in the description, down at the child. All right, sorry about that. He's teething and having a rough go of it today. Anyway, you'll start the bot. You click on the link, and you'll select Start Bot. It'll be down at the bottom. It'll give you a quick little blurb about what it's about, and then you will start. And then it'll ask you for your language. You pick your language. Then the first thing I did was I hit the little help button. So you're going to see down at the bottom of the screen here, this is what you'll see at the very beginning. And you can just press any of these buttons, and it'll do, you know, the appropriate action that corresponds with that. So I pressed help, and it gives you a little bit more information. It gives you a website you can go to. It'll break it down for you, the referral bonuses, stuff like that, the support links and all that stuff. And they do have a 5-year plan, so I think these guys are going to be around for a while. And it has a little article about whether or not it's a Ponzi scheme, and of course, they're pushing the article, so it says no. I would have been very surprised if that article said yes. You can check your team by pressing my team. So all I did is, I pressed all these buttons. So if you do want to do this, you're going to hit the deposit button. You'll get, system will auto deposit you a deposit address, and it takes a minute or so. There it is. That's mine. Don't send your Ethereum to this address because it'll be lost, or it'll be added to my account. Let's see here. It says to make sure you're using a core wallet, so if you're using MetaMask or Trust or Cypher, you're good. And it'll give you the current rate at the time that you press the button. Child. You can hit the history button, and it'll send you messages about your transactions, and it'll show the whole list here. So it shows down here my initial investment, that quarter ETH, and then my 3 earnings that I've had so far. So obviously I just got started on this one, but the team at WPI says that it's safe. I thought it was interesting, so I decided I would go ahead and try it, especially because they were doing a promotion till the end of the day today, double the base rate. So normally it's 1.4. Right now I'm getting 2.8. So I figured, why not try it right now? I found out they do these promotions every so often, and if you're already in it, you don't need to do anything to take advantage of it. It'll just increase your earnings. It'll, double or whatever your earnings for that period of time. And I believe this period ends tomorrow. So it's actually really easy to use. It is all through Telegram. All you do is you just press that little button on the bottom, this one right here, the little square with the 4 dots in it, and it just has buttons that you press. And you can press any one of these. Reinvesting is easy. I think I've gone through that. Let's see, what else do I have? They have a Bitcoin bot that you can do. The minimum amount is 0.01, so right now that's somewhere around $60. Be $61.45 as of half an hour ago. So, shit, by now it might be $65. Who knows? Or 50. That's Bitcoin, man. So this takes a little bit more upfront value to get started with. I don't really like to go into these programs with the minimum because then you're not earning a whole lot, but that's my personal thing. So I'm going to be saving up for this one for a little bit. I may even use the Ethereum I get from the Ethereum bot and transfer that to Bitcoin and get in with that, play with the house money. So that's, it works pretty much the same way as the Ethereum bot. Get paid every 6 hours, so on and so forth. You've got the little buttons over here, same buttons. They do the same thing. Let's see, what else do we got here? We have Bitcoin miner bot. So this one you can start for free. You just sign up and you get a free 250 GH per second. So that'll generate you, not much, but like 5 or 10 cents a day, something like that. So it's not too bad for free. And of course you can reinvest with this. It's about a penny per GH. So you can just take your free and just kind of roll it up and up and up and up if you wanted. I do not see anywhere on here about whether this is a monthly or a 3-month or 99-day or any kind of time frame on this. So I would caution against sending a whole lot of money into this. It's only been online for 6 days, but it has paid out 0.1427555 Bitcoin in that 6 days. So be cautious with this one. I signed up because it was free, and then I went ahead and sent like $14 into it. You know, not much, just a little bit to see what it was all about. And I'm not going to be throwing a whole lot of money into this, but like I said, it's free. You start for free. This was my account before that $14 got put in, you know, and so I figured, why not? Just again, I would be very cautious against putting a large amount of money in here, because I don't see any kind of term for this, you know, and the limited amount that I know about mining, you know, this claims to be a straight miner, and this seems like a lot of hash power for the price. So that's all I've got to say about that. Let's see here. And then if you like Litecoins, there's a very, very similar bot for Litecoins. You know, this one, I believe, yeah, you get anywhere from 4 to 6% a day, and they run for 1 month at a time. So you can do, you know, however much you want. If you're putting in less than 5 Litecoins, you're going to earn 4%. 5 to 25 is 4.25. 25 to 50 is 4.5. More than that is going to be 4.75 a day. Child. And then they do occasionally, I guess, have special offers. And they are 1 month investments. So I'm trying this one out. Unfortunately, this one's not free to start, but the minimum is 0.1. 0.1 Litecoin. That's, you know, what, $6-7, something like that. I don't have anything going on right now, right this minute, but I am planning on taking some of my dividends over the next couple of days, you know, and throwing a little bit in here to kind of see how it goes. So that is one option that you can do, is start getting your money, making money for you in some of these bots. Now, there was one that just recently exited out called Teleminer. But this crypto trading Litecoin is supposed to be very fairly safe. Those rates look a little high though, so I would exercise a lot of caution. But the iCenter bot should be pretty good to go. You know, and they have iCenter also has Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Litecoin as well. So those 3 coins. So that's one option that you can do with your winnings. Another option would be to go ahead and go shopping and hit the altcoin list. I'm trying to think, what are the ones that our 100Xers are talking about right now? Zebi coin is one that they are very excited about. Child. He's recently learned how to blow raspberries, and he thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. So anyway, Zebi coin, they're very excited about that. That coin. It is still very, very cheap to get into, and they have some pretty bold predictions. You know, it's come on, kid. Mandala would be another one that they are recommending. Hydro coin is still a good buy. Oh man, child. Are you done? It is very hard to record a video with this going on over here. So I'm going to cut it a little shorter than I intended to. But main point of this video is take your profits. Make sure you're putting at least some of your Ethereum back into your wallet. Instead of just 100% reinvesting. Not because there's any question about the longevity of the project, but if you're not making a profit, then what are you doing? You might want to consider some alternative options to put your profits into, so they're not just sitting around. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Jarhead out.